Hello dear lovely YouTubers, I hope you're all okay out there. It's April. Yes, I haven't done any tarot readings for a while because fortunately for me I've been busy working. But at the back of my mind I've had this nagging job to do, need to finish the tarot readings for the archetypes. So I can only apologise. It's almost also as if I've forgotten how to do tarot readings because I haven't done them for so long. I feel like I've forgotten, you know. And then in the meantime, I gave away the green elephant to someone that I did a reading for, and it really had deep meaning for them. So I felt that was the right thing to do, to leave that with the person who had enjoyed the green elephant. Okay, so that's what happened. So dear green elephant people, if you've been enjoying watching the readings for the green elephant, I'm going to switch to the pink elephant being for the heart, and the white elephant being the spiritual, the red elephant being the physical nature, and the lilac one being for our mental health. Oh, purpose of mind. Okay, now the card that I'm looking at today is called the Shadow, and you'll like this, dear lovely YouTubers, people that have been watching me for a while. You will enjoy the synchronicity and the fact that I haven't actually done a recording of the shadow from the meaning of the book. I've done all the other cards but not the shadow. Now for people who've got some understanding of what the shadow is and the shadow work is, you'll find that really funny, won't you? Because having a purpose, having a meaning in life, having things to do that mean something to you, and I've attributed meanings to these cards and what happens, and the shadow being the opposite of that, the things we're not aware of, the things that we would rather not look at, we keep them in our shadow, the shadow self. So because I haven't actually had a recording of it, I'm going to read it again from this book. It's possible that I've already done a tarot reading for the shadow and I've put it on YouTube, but I couldn't see it, so here it is, the shadow. Although every card in the Archetypes deck has a shadow potential, this card asks us to delve into the qualities of the shadow itself. We often think that the shadow can be purified, illuminated and made right through effort and achievement. However, it is typically the case that our lofty pursuit of ascension and perfection is the very source of shadow material itself. By rejecting parts of ourselves and the world, we begin to separate from the whole. Rather than getting to know the qualities and content of our shadow, we busy ourselves with avoiding its presence. And this is denial. When this card appears, it is time to take inventory of those things you've been denying. When the mind responds with no, anything but that, you are touching shadow. Find support for this deep inner work and move toward the shadow with patience and compassion. The shadow reveals unconscious aspects of the self and the world. Contemplate the following scientific observation. The closer an object, a person, a place or community is to the light, the longer the shadow it casts. What sort of shadow would we expect to see from our physical self? We'd expect to be reminded, wouldn't we, of things we're not doing, right? We'd expect to be reminded of exercise and diet and all those things that we know what it is we're supposed to be doing but we're not doing. What would we expect of our shadow from the lilac card? We'd expect something along the lines of, look at your unconscious behaviours, look at the patterns of speech that you use, look at your reactions to other people. And then for the heart, what would we be denying? Our heart's true desires and wishes. Would we be denying ourselves that? Would we? Would you? It's a question for you. What are you denying yourself of? And for some reason I think there's probably going to be two angel cards coming out for that one. That is the spiritual elephant, not the emotional elephant. We'll see anyway, we'll see what cards come up. It's interesting that these cards coming out, because this is the first time I've done this for so long. I've literally almost forgotten how to do it. Now the Patrick Campbell cards, these are beautiful cards, they're very spiritual. They bring a big picture. Again, 2 cards for the pink one, for the heart. What's the purpose of your heart? To do with the shadow. The shadow, the part of ourselves that we can't see, the part of ourselves that other people can see and we can't. You know, like when you say things like, well, when people, it's like the pot kettle black, you know, when you accuse someone else of being envious of you and you say, oh, they did all that because they were envious of me. But actually the reality is you're envious of them, or you're giving out to the universe an envious energy, right? But you're telling other people, well, I'm sure they've done this and this to me because they're jealous, because they're envious. And the person listening is fully aware that you're the envious person and you're the person who's jealous. But they know that it's pointless telling you this because you're not going to see it. And this is the thing, isn't it? How to make our shadow conscious, how to bring into our conscious awareness what we are no longer aware of. I want to say no longer. Sometimes we put into our deep subconscious things that we are aware of, but we're hiding them. Is that the right angle, that camera, for you to be able to see that? I don't know. I don't know. How many little readings have I got left? I've got about 12, I would say, readings left, and this card wants to come out, and I'm going to give it as an extra one to that purple, because the purple is the intellect, isn't it? And I might cut all this out, this chat, because I feel like it's going to take up too much time while I'm shuffling the cards. Although if I put the chapters on, you can always fast forward, can't you? I love these crow cards because they really feel lovely. They feel like they're really easy to shuffle. I love these cards as well, these tarot cards. They're nice and bright and simple, easy to understand. And the reason why I do like to put a little playing card on as well is because I love it when the numbers line up. I really love that when you get more than, get the same card comes up from more than one pack. Oh, look at this. The spiritual card, that one's turned over. The moon has come out for that. For the white one, the spiritual one, the soul. The moon often comes up actually for counselling, therapy. So often I'm reminded that the shadow sometimes only comes out with the help of a professional, with the help of a therapist. Sometimes we don't take our friends' word for it, do we? Sometimes we can only deal with our shadow with the help of someone who's trained to recognise what it is. What is it? What is it we stuff down and keep in our deep subconscious that we don't allow the light of day? Is it anger? Is it hatred of others? Is it hatred of self? Is there a feeling that the purpose of our life needs more meaning? Because this is also the angel card, is purpose. So let's assume, for the purposes of this reading, that we're trying to figure out what the purpose is for each of these readings. Look at this, transformation. Okay, so that one fell out, so I'm going to keep that there. Transformation. So that is the purpose of learning about our shadow. It's to transform ourselves. And which part of ourselves do we want to transform? We can't transform all of ourselves in one go, can we? We can't transform our physical self, our psychic self, our hearts, our emotional well-being, and our soul at the same time. It'd all be too much. So we have to choose. Think, okay, so which part of myself do I want to look at? Which part of myself can I handle looking at? Because we've all got ourselves to play with, right? Now, if we're walking around and we're feeling very unhappy and very sad, we have to ask ourselves why. Why are we sad? What are we sad about? Now, we might look at what's in front of us in our life, and our expectations haven't been met, and our disappointments. We might think, well, that's why I'm sad, because nothing's working out for me. But if you dig a bit deeper and look at what you're actually sad about, sometimes it isn't really about what's in front of you. It's about the things that you've lost in the past, things that you're scared of losing. Life in general can be a very sad place, can't it? Sometimes. How many packs of cards do I need to do these tarot readings? That one wants 2. Okay. If I put the Lightseers on. Did I put a Lightseer card on? Yes, I did. Or did I put an animal spirit guide card on? Yes, I did. Okay. Well, thanks for sticking with me while I'm doing this little shuffling. And I'll see you in your reading. Now, the little white elephant. I'm going to use the white elephant first because it's the opposite of the shadow, isn't it? It's the light and dark. This transformation card. It's bringing the darkness into the light. That is what we're playing at here. We're bringing the darkness into the light, and this card for the spiritual elephant has got 2 angel cards. Harmony. The importance of not being argumentative, bringing harmony into your world with your thoughts, your speech, how you feel. That's very important, isn't it? And forgiveness. And the 2 things tend to go together. If you're feeling stressful, or you're feeling anxious, or you're feeling anything that has no harmony, have a look at that. Have a look at your shadow. Think, who do you need to forgive in order to bring about harmony into your life? A winter's dream. Beautiful card, isn't it? I'm just going to show you these cards that have come up for you. The polar bear, mystic. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. Okay. Queen of Wands. 6 of Swords. Cashing. There's the crow. And the moon card, the therapy. Looking at ways that you can really dig around, find what you need. So you've got the Queen of Wands twice. The person. Lust. It's lust in the shadow, travelling, broadening your experience, meeting new people. The 2 of Wands. 2 people to make this happen. And the 8 of Pentacles, working for money. 2 of Wands twice. Choice of 2, which often there is. Choice of 2 ways, aren't there, when you're thinking about the shadow, thinking about how to change this. If you're looking at lust, something that's going on in the background for you that you want to heal and change, this card suggests that there's 2 women, there's 2 paths, there are 2 options everywhere, so a lot of decisions to be made. A lot of decisions to be made from your higher spiritual purpose, I would say. If you're making decisions in the future about which way to go, make sure that you're making it with your highest purpose in mind, not from your base level attraction of physical attraction to someone, but actually how you're both going to grow spiritually, and if this is a long-term situation for you. It's all very interesting, isn't it, dear lovely white elephant? Let me know if any of this means anything for you. It can mean so many things, because you've got these swords here. The Ace of Swords makes me think that there's a lot of challenge for you, but there's nothing that you can't overcome. But there's a feeling of vulnerability, a feeling as though you can't do it, But these cards here to remind you that you can. Actually, you do have the strength to do it. And if you look around in your shadow and the part of yourself that you're not aware of, tap into your higher self to bring you the strength and the clarity that you need. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Okay, hello to lovely red elephant. The shadow. Let's have a look what cards come up for you. Healings. This is a physical healing needs to take place. Keeper of wisdom. You are the person that's able to know things and help other people with what you know. Look at this, you've also got a goose, inner knowing. You are a brave traveller. Your soul knows the way. Be confident, you will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry, you are blessed. Let yourself fly. Okay, do you feel like flying to red elephant? Fear. This is your shadow, this is what's holding you back. The fear. Even though you know and you have faith and you do know if things are going to be okay for you, you've got this fear that's holding you back. Let's have a look at what cards come up for you. We've got the Prince of Swords, someone in your corner, fighting your corner for you. We've got the King of Pentacles. These are very powerful people, powerful cards in your Eight of Coins. That's lovely, that's working for money. Having success at work. The Devil is the commitment. Is this the shadow? Are you having a fear of commitment, dear red elephant? The Ace of Wands is here to let you know that everything's going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. Look at this, the Lovers again. Another commitment style card. Are you feeling scared of making a commitment to another person? And we've got the Moon come up again, that came up in the last one. Because with the shadow, there is an element of counselling needed and deep therapeutic digging around to have a look at what is in your shadow that perhaps you're not aware of, that's holding you back. Totality. Look at all this red you've got in these cards, which is perfect, aren't they, for this red elephant, the elephant of the physical. Five of Wands. Look at that. I pulled two of these up for you, dear red elephant. One of them is blank. No, they're both blank. How can you get two blank cards come up for you? Isn't that weird? That is bizarre. Okay, dear red elephant, you're writing your own information that you need on there. You're creating your own future that you need. It's a blank slate. You can write what you want on there. What is it you need? What are you looking for? What is stopping you from achieving that? You can achieve your goals if you know what they are and if you know what's stopping you and what's holding you back. Take care, bye for now. And then we have a little pink one. The pink elephant. Miracles. That's the purpose of looking at your shadow, is to uncover some miracles of strength and conquest. Oh, okay. So there's going to be a challenge coming up for you. This card often comes up when there's a challenge. Partnership. Accept yourself and your colourful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you and ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. But you do have this inner strength, even if you don't believe it. Okay, you have got inner strength to be able to do whatever it is that takes two people. Something involving two people here. Haha. Self-interest. Okay, is this part of your shadow? Are you paying more attention to your own self-interest than you realise? Is that what's going on here? Because remember, the shadow is the part of us that we can't see. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's a negative thing. I'm struggling to come up with that word then. Master. Okay, so you are the person that knows the difference between right and wrong, between whether you're doing the right thing for other people. Sometimes you have to put your self-interest first, and sometimes you have to know when something is against your self-interest. Okay, Knight of Swords. This is a person often. The Knight. Seven of Coins. Pay attention to what you're doing with your money. Queen of Pentacles. Yep, you are the person who's controlling your own purse strings. So pay attention to where your money is going, and don't be deceived by someone who is running away from their responsibilities, being an addict, making us out as if everything's fine. Seven of Wands, and to all intents and purposes it all looks okay, Knight of Swords, but really underneath it all, Ace of Wands, they're just running away from their responsibilities. You are the person, Three of Cups, who will feel happier if you are able to recognise what it is that's best for you. So there's not acting in ways that are selfish against other people, but working for your own self-interest, and that's going to be what's best for everyone. Thanks for watching. Okay, there's the purple elephant. Oh, time in nature, that heals mental health issues, doesn't it? Of course it does. Universal healing, of course. This is what's needed when you're looking at the shadow for your psyche and for your mental health elephant. Sea turtle protection. You are master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. Okay, so what's the issue here then with the mental health? Night. Making sure you're getting enough sleep. Making sure you're using the night time to rest and heal your mind. Slowing down. Is there a need to take some rest? Dear lovely lilac elephant. Are you trying to do too much too quickly? And the thing is, with shadow work, there's no way that you can speed this up. You can only take it at the pace that you need to. Ace of Swords. Got all these thoughts and worries and worrying about what might go wrong. This is the downside to this is what's in your shadow. You're the person that's creating the problems. But you would say, no, I'm not. How can you possibly say that? This is harmony. 10 of Cups, the Fool, starting something new for you. And the Hanged Man, there's a period of time waiting for this new thing to happen. 3 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Justice, and the Knight of Cups. Those are lovely people in your cards. It's like waiting for justice to never happen, just permanently worrying that it might not happen, but it's okay. Your shadow self is here to let you know the purpose for your next lesson in life that you're learning is for you to uncover where you're creating the things to worry about. Okay? And if you're in any doubt that you're doing that, just ask any one of your close friends, where do you think I'm going wrong? What am I doing here in this situation? And 6 of Wands, these two lovely people in a rainbow. And there's you putting your umbrella up that you don't need up, right? There's plenty of admirers and people that are looking at you as if you are amazing and you've got it all figured out. But you're the person that's putting up this protective shield that you don't need actually to protect you quite so much as you think you do. So you're in a safer place than you think, and that's your current shadow, is your thoughts are holding you down and making you think as if you're in a worse place than you are. Thanks for watching. Bye.